Hey, everybody. Pat McCarty, guy in the 419. I want to let everybody know on something that I've been doing. This is, I've been seeing photos of myself earlier at the beginning of the year and was not pleased with the way that I was looking. With everything that I do, with my job, the fact that I go around to different places and I try different foods. I'm out hosting trivia out at different bars where they beer and really good food at all the places. It was very easy for me to just gain tons of weight. And it was one of those things I didn't look at what I was doing. I didn't pay attention. And I got up to 248 pounds. That's where I got to. So 248. And I tried other diet things. I tried, increasing exercise. But as you know, that's not a solution. More exercise is not a solution. What really had to happen was I had to learn to control my food intake. I had to discipline myself and pay attention to what I was eating. Now, I thought for a while, for a couple of years, I was like, oh yeah, I do intermittent fasting. And basically what that would mean is I'd skip breakfast, but then I'd eat whatever I want later. And even I'd be at Frogtowns at like 9 o'clock at night, having wings and beer. That's not intermittent fasting. And so mid-February came around. Specifically, it was Ash Wednesday. I thought, okay, you know what? I'm actually going to be serious about this. I'm gonna really buckle down and be serious about this. And the big reason, well, I don't want to share too much right now. I'll get into it later. I just wanted to kind of introduce what I'm doing. I'm about to break my fast. So I've been intermittent fasting. I've been avoiding alcohol and gluten, and I give myself a 3-hour window to eat, which doesn't seem like a lot, right? 3 hours doesn't seem, and it's really not. But once you get into it, I eat a meal and then I feel full. As long as the meals are packed full of protein and good fats, fiber, carbohydrates, all the good stuff, you feel full, you feel satisfied, and there's been no problem. Some of the first I'll tell you what I am right now. Since I was 248 on February 14th, and I just weighed myself today, and I'm 231. So 17 pounds I've lost since mid-February, which I'm ecstatic about. It's been a long time since I've been down in the low 230s. So I'm really excited, but I still have a really, really long way to go. I have, I've got at least another, I would say another 50 pounds that I want to lose. I would love to. It's been since, oh boy, when did I weigh? I was in my mid 20s when I first pushed up over 200 pounds. So it's been a long time since I've been under 200, and I've been under 200. I've been over 200 ever since my mid 20s. And then I hung around the 225. So once I get down to that 225 mark, that's when things will, I'll have to figure something else out to do. Sorry, my camera keeps sliding down here. I might as well just put this on my computer. I tried having it on something else, and that wasn't really working. So I'm down 17 pounds, which is tremendous. I got to give a big shout out to Paul Callahan from Bullfrog Nutrition. One of the things that I thought was really important when you're coming off of a fast is to make sure that you break it with something that's not going to like hurt your stomach when you eat. So like if you just eat tons of food, which you could be tempted to do, ease into it. You want to ease into it. And so what I thought, okay, a protein drink would be a really good thing to ease into. You got to make sure you get your protein in. If you don't get your protein in, you're really going to hurt yourself during intermittent fasting. So I called Paul Callahan from Bullfrog Nutrition. I said, what do you got? He recommended to me this stuff right here, Black Magic Protein, which is probably the tastiest protein drink I've ever had. This comes in, this tastes like, this is Cinnamon Toast Crunch flavor. And I also have the Reese's Puffs flavor, which they're phenomenal. So here it goes. I'm going to break it right now. This is actually, I haven't eaten since Sunday evening. So I'm coming off of a 39 hour fast. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Now, some of the things that some of the questions I get asked, the most frequent question I get asked is, How do you feel? I feel great. I really do. I'm asked, is it difficult to do? No, it's not. Yeah, I feel hunger sometimes, but I drink water. And if you think about doing intermittent fasting, first thing I'd recommend, talk to your doctor. Without a doubt, talk to your doctor first. Second thing, if you do decide to start doing it, water, 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 and more water. And when you think you've drank enough water, you haven't. Drink more water. I'm up to drinking about 2 gallons of water a day, which I know seems crazy, right? It's like 2 gallons of water. But if you think about it, you take you get up in the morning, and I drink 2 16-ounce glasses of water right away, replenish what I've got. And then you just do one of those every hour that you're up. And by the end of the day, if you get up early, I get up at 6. By the end of the day, by 8 o'clock, I've drank 2 gallons of water. Just 1 glass of water every hour keeps you hydrated, keeps you feeling good. So that's what I would recommend if you decide that this is something you're going to do. The other question I get asked a lot, like, is it difficult? Is it what difficulties? Honestly, the most difficult part that I found is deciding when I'm going to eat. I give myself a 3-hour window, and I want to make sure I eat with the family. So usually it's like a 3:30 to 6:30. Sometimes I'll do a morning. Sometimes I'll switch it up. But the important thing is this isn't a diet, because I eat. Look at this. This is what I'm having next. This is some leftover breakfast pizza that we made the other day. Look at that. That's eggs, sausage, bacon, potatoes, all that stuff. Guilt-free. If I have pizza, no problem. If I have dessert, no problem. I don't feel guilty about it at all. The important thing that you have to remember is that food is fuel, right? So when you do eat, you got to make sure that it's got those proteins, it's got those fibers, carbohydrates, good fats. All that stuff is so essential to give your body the fuel that it needs. But otherwise, if you don't know what happens in intermittent fasting, basically your body reaches a point where it no longer has the food to start use for calories. So it uses your fat cells as energy. And I got to tell you, it's phenomenal. I haven't felt this good in a long, long time. So I'm really excited. And more importantly, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to continue to see how this goes. I've been writing everything down. I've been recording everything, how I feel about certain things, different things that I've tried that have worked, things that I've tried that haven't worked. And if I keep going down the path that I'm going, which I know I'm going to, and I think it's going to work out for me finally. I think what I'd like to do is I'd like to maybe talk to some other people that are interested in maybe losing weight. I'm not looking to start a business or anything like that. I'm just looking to maybe see if what I've learned could maybe help somebody else out. So that's what I wanted to share with you. I'm breaking the fast. Again, I'm not doing any kind of sales pitch at all for any kind of product. I do love this Black Magic. It's got 23 grams of protein. The other one has more. Yeah, this one has 25 grams of protein in it. So 25 grams of protein in one drink, right? So I drink that. I know that I'm getting in, because sometimes it's hard to make sure that you're getting in all the protein that you need to, which is extremely, extremely important. So I don't know. If anybody has any questions, if you're watching this, you have any questions for me, feel free. Otherwise, I gotta tell you, I'm excited. I was sitting at 248 in mid-February, 248 pounds, and I wasn't feeling good. I wasn't feeling good at all. And I just stepped on the scale this morning. You know what's the crazy thing is, even this past weekend, I kind of fell off the wagon a little bit. I had some wine on Saturday. We had some drinks on Sunday. I was eating food that I haven't been eating during the week. I kind of let myself go over the weekend and have some fun and relax. I stepped on the scale and I was still 2 pounds lighter than I was when I had previously weighed myself. So it just goes to show you, like, you're allowed to have, I don't like to call them cheat days, but like a pass day. Give yourself a break. Have a drink. Have some bread. Enjoy life. You should not, you have to enjoy it. And that's one of the reasons I don't like diets, because I don't like, I have to give up this completely. No, you should never have to give up anything completely. This is not about a diet. This is about discipline. And when you give yourself a short window like that, you're better able to one, control what you're eating, and two, more importantly, track what you're eating. I know, okay, this is what I'm breaking my fast with, and I break it with a protein shake just to make sure whatever else, at least I know I'm getting this 25 grams of protein in. And it tastes good too. I like the taste of it. So Paul Callahan from Bullfrog Nutrition, thank you so much for suggesting the Black Magic. I love it. But this is, I'm super excited. I'm thrilled with this. I'm excited to see where it's going to go. The first 40 days is what I'm calling it. It ends this Sunday. Obviously, it started on Ash Wednesday. It's ending on Easter Sunday, but it doesn't stop there. Actually, what I'm doing is I'm going to then add something. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. I may add on 1 more hour, so I might do an intermittent fast where I give myself 4 hours to eat as opposed to just 3. But a 4-hour feasting window. But I'm also going to add on, like alcohol during the week. I'm going to keep not doing that. As the weekend, sure, why not? Just as long as I don't go crazy with it. If I go crazy with it, then I need to pull back and stop. But if I can keep it under control, it should be okay. But I'm adding 2 things on. The first thing I'm adding on is I'm adding on push-ups. So my goal, I'm starting, the next 40 will start on Monday, and it will go up to May 17th. And here are my goals. I want to be able to do 50 push-ups and 50 sit-ups consecutively without stopping. So I've got those 47 days to work on that. And I also want to be able to run 3 miles without feeling like I'm going to die. So those are my 2 fitness goals. So I've got the first 40 was getting everything under control. Second 40 is now adding on something to it. And the 40 after that, I don't know yet. I'm just kind of making this up as I go along, but it's working right now. If you're interested, if you want to chat one-on-one and maybe see what you could do, if you have thoughts, if you have ideas, and you're thinking, boy, you know what? I would actually like to lose weight without having to, 1, pay money, or 2, go on some crazy diet. If you're interested, if you're interested in that, if you know somebody that's interested in that, reach out to me. Shoot me a private message and let's chat. Let's see if we can figure something out. Maybe we can do it together. Yeah, there we go. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Cheers. It's French toast. It's cinnamon French toast. I love it. It's one of my favorite cereals. So breaking the fast was something good. There, like I said, 39-hour fast that I just came off of. I feel great. I feel wonderful. So, all right, I'm going to do these. I'll check back in maybe Sunday. I'll check back in and just kind of let you know what the final weigh out is. And I'm hoping to go for 1 more pound. I'm hoping by this Sunday morning, I can step on the scale and it'll say 230. I'll send a picture. I'll post a picture for proof. Good afternoon, Gwen Hartford. So I'll put up a picture and, oh, good. Jennifer King, Liddy, you also do it. Good. I'm curious to know what your feasting time is. Gwen, you'll have to go back and rewatch it. I'm bragging of the fact that I've lost 17 pounds now since mid-February. That's what this is all about. So, Jennifer, what's your fasting window? How long do you go? You know what? And when I say message me, private message me, I would love to hear if you do intermittent fasting. I'd love to hear what you're doing. I'm by no means an expert. I'm, like I said before, I'm making this up as I go along. I don't know. I mean, I know what I'm doing as far as intermittent fasting. I've done a lot of reading. I've done a lot of research. I didn't go into this blindly. I talked to a lot of people. So, but as far as like the plan, what I'm going to do next, I don't know. So I would love to hear. You just came off of a 48-hour fast. So I think I'm going to try that. I do want to try a 48-hour. The longest I've gone is a 40-hour. I haven't made that extra 8. No, sorry. 48 or 44? I think I did a 44. Yes, a 44-hour fast. That was the longest I had ever gone. But 48, that's remarkable. So maybe I'll have to, maybe I might try that Friday. It'll at least be 46, I think, because I'm going to stop at 3 o'clock on Friday, and then I won't eat again until Sunday morning. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, 48. And you're down, Jennifer, you said you're down 14 pounds since the 24th. Good for you. That is awesome. We should get together and talk, because that's amazing. 14 pounds since the 24th. We're like on the same track here. I started 10 days before you, and I'm up 3 pounds over that. So keep it up, because I love seeing those results. Man, I can't do that. I need to buy. Gwen, you love food? Who are you talking to, Gwen? You look at what I do. You're talking, you love food? I've made a career of loving food. You can, if you really, it all comes down to what it all comes down to is, what do you want? And I got to a point where I said, this is what I want. Yes. Okay. At Special Grounds. Yeah, that's right, Jennifer. That's right. Yes. Now I remember. Food prep is key. 100%. Don't just wing it. If you just, if you just say, hey, I'll wait until this. No. Know what you're going to eat. Have it prepped. Have it prepared. And in that time of intermittent fasting, you kind of figure out what foods you do like. And how much water I need to be consuming. My first night, I felt sick to my stomach when I went to go eat. And it's because I hadn't drank enough water. You have to drink. And again, like I said, drink water. And when you think you've drank enough, you haven't. Drink more water. Keeping foods that are healthy. Obviously, vegetables are great. Avocados are amazing. Eggs are great. I even would do like a egg white and avocado mashup. Put that on some gluten-free bread. Oh, coming off of a 18-hour fast, that's like the best food I ever had. It was so good. It's I love food. And you know what? This has actually made me appreciate food even more. I think one of the worst things, and people could fall victim to this, especially people that have eating disorders, is that you demonize food, that you look at it like, oh no, that food is bad. No. Don't ever, ever, ever look at food as bad. Food is very good. Food is fuel. But it's key to understand. So, okay, every day I've been putting up these videos of the food that I tried over at the Mud Hens at Fifth Third Field. And that was all I had to eat that day. They gave me this tray of all this food, and I'm putting each one up separately. And I took like 2 bites of each one, right? 2 or maybe 3 bites of each one. Certainly did not finish all of it, but that was all I had to eat that day. That night, I felt lousy. I came home, and in the evening, I did not feel good at all. Not that the food was bad. The food was very good, and it tasted amazing, but it was all processed food. All of it was processed. None of it was good, whole food, healthy food. And that was a huge, that was when I kind of realized, like, wow, when I break my fast with a protein shake, follow that up by some eggs, maybe some avocado, shrimp, freaking love shrimp, some vegetables, lots of water. I feel phenomenal. I feel great. I feel great. I feel great till I break my fast the next day. But that was when it's all processed stuff. So it really kind of makes you appreciate, when I'm going to eat, if I've only got 3 hours to eat, I'm going to make sure that what I eat is good, is real good, not just in terms of taste, but in terms of nutrition. So this is, that's what I've got to say about it. So stay tuned. I've got more. I want to share this. It's a journey, right? I'm really excited about it, though. Like I said, it's been since mid-February, so it's been over not quite a month and a half yet, but we're getting there. And like I said, 13 pounds or 17 pounds, that's great. But I've got about another 50 that I want to lose, 50 pounds. So I'll keep tuning in with you all and letting you know how I'm doing. You can hold me accountable. But just, I guess if I want to end with this, with just a quick thing that I've learned and what I've been doing for the past almost month and a half. 1, like I said, don't demonize food. 2, you're not going to undo everything you've been doing in one day. You can't possibly do it. Just the same way as you're not going to lose 17 pounds in one day. And in the same way, you're not going to gain 17 pounds in one day. So if you've been really good, like I do really, really good throughout the week. And on Saturday, hey, you know what? I thought, hey, listen, I want to have a glass of wine. Yeah, go for it. Enjoy yourself. Celebrate those victories. And you know what? I heard this something somebody said, oh, you shouldn't celebrate with food. You shouldn't reward yourself with food. F that. Since the beginning of time, mankind has been celebrating with food. You absolutely should celebrate with food. Just make it good food, and don't go completely crazy with the alcohol, right? Because then you feel like crap the next day. You just don't want that. But yeah, reward yourself. If you did really good, man, have some really good food. Have that glass of wine. Have that cocktail on a Saturday night. Go for it. You earned it. If you were honest with yourself and you did really good, you earned it. You deserve it. So, Jennifer, you have 60 pounds more to go. Jennifer, you and I need to stay in contact with each other. We're going to do this together. And by the end of 2024, we're going to go into 2025 feeling and looking freaking awesome. So anybody that wants to join Jennifer and I on this, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's start a little. We'll start a little group. We'll start a little Facebook group that people can idea share. And the only stipulation to join in the group is you have to be open-minded, and you have to want to change. You have to want to change. So I've been working hard with my granddaughter to lose weight, but I don't know what I'm doing. You know what? Yeah, none of us really do. So that's why we're doing this. Want to set up a challenge? Yeah. Well, I've kind of set up the challenge. I kind of, Kevin, I have actually I said on the show on Friday, the 50 push-ups thing. I'm going to do 50 push-ups consecutively. So let's. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to set up a private group, separate on this. I'll figure out what it's called, but I'll put a link to it on my Facebook page here, or whatever you're watching me on. But I'll put a link to it on here. You guys can join with me, and let's just. I mean, yeah, we can set a couple challenges for each other. We could say certainly set goals. Certainly say, hey, okay, everybody can say, here's my goal. Here's what I want to achieve. We can check back in. Maybe we can do a Zoom call. Maybe we can all chat and see each other face to face and just say, hey, here's what I'm doing. Here's my victories of the week. Here's my failures of the week. But just be open and honest with each other. But for the most part, be supportive. But certainly say a challenge. Say, hey, yeah, you gotta. If I'm not, I don't know. We'll figure out challenges. We can talk about that. But if that's something you guys are interested in, I'm gonna get off this right now. I'm gonna create that group, and I'll put the link here on my page. So stay tuned for that within the next hour. So by 3:00, that group will be up. Feel free to join me on there, and we'll see what we can do. We'll do this together. So thanks, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll be in touch.